Which pens should I invest in is one of the questions that I get asked most on social media. So today I'm going to show you pens that I think are worth an investment and I think that are going to grow in value. But it's not only about this. You're investing in fine pens also for other reasons. And I want to get through these exact reasons. Investing in pens is not only for a monetary return on investment, but it's also investing in yourself and investing in your network. You invest in yourself simply because writing is a new form of meditation. It's the way how you connect with your inner self in a way that today only through probably real meditation can happen, because we're so distracted, and the fact that you have to focus on each single word that you're writing on paper is a way of centering yourself that is really priceless. But also, when you become a collector of such amazing niche products, you're also entering a network of like-minded people that is very, very interesting. Now think about it. Watches, cars are things that almost everyone that is attracted to beautiful things collects. But when you collect writing instrument, you have a passion in common that right now very few people around the world have. Besides the fact that you're spending your money on a hardware good that you can potentially resell or that you can trade in for something else, you're actually entering a world of people that are probably successful, that understand art, that are very cultural, and that are probably gonna bond with you because you have the same interests and you speak the same language when it comes to something that is a passion. And when you become a collector and you are near to a retailer such as Style of Zug, for example, you also get invited to events. You build a relationship where you might, meet someone in Naples, in Milan, in New York, in London, in Miami, wherever it might be. Or sometimes we also organize gatherings in Hamburg at Montblanc, or at Monte Grappa in Bassano del Grappa, or we go visit Elwood, or we go visit Scribo in Bologna. And that's a moment where you can gather with people that are probably very successful, that maybe even operate in your same industry. And I'm telling you this because this is exactly what has happened to many of my clients. Yes, they've spent money on a good such as a writing instrument, sometimes to use, sometimes just to collect, but at the end of the day, they've entered a network of people that is just incredible. Now, of course, what's important, that is the base, is the fact that you should collect because you actually enjoy this beautiful item. You enjoy writing, you enjoy understanding how a beautiful writing instrument is made, how rushi is made, how Maki-E is made. And the last thing that we want to do in this industry is to build an industry where we have reseller, flippers, and people buying pens in order to just sell it higher. I think we have a lot of chances to learn from industries like the watch industry and to do it better right from the beginning. So for example, when it comes to us, we allocate specific pieces, limited pieces, to collectors who have a relationship with us and with collectors that we know that they're here not to flip, not to trade, but they're here because they understand the art, because they're patron of the art, and because they really enjoy owning that specific piece. I'm really about to show you 5 incredible pens that you should consider if you're looking to do a long-term investment, but that you can also use while they also gonna keep the value, even if you're using the pen and you're being careful with it, of course. But before I do that, I want to do a disclaimer. This is not a financial advice I'm giving you, and you should never spend more than what you can afford. Actually, on this channel, we always tell you to buy less, but to buy better, and also to relax, calm down, think about what you're buying, why you're buying it, be very intentional, and that's how you're going to enjoy pen collecting on the long run. Last part before we move on to these 5 pens is the fact that I do think that this is still a very undervalued industry. The demand is not as big as other luxury industries. The pen industry is just rising now from its ashes after this huge digitalization that we've lived. Now there's even AI coming in, and this is actually enhancing the emotions that people feel for handwriting. And of course, when you feel something for handwriting, just as much as we feel something for time that passes, we relate that to a product that is in correlation to that specific thing. So when it comes comes to that, we are correlating the fact that we are not connected to what we write and what we do as much with the fact that we want to get back to the roots. We want to write by hand again. We want to feel human. And that is gathering a lot of new people, new collectors, people who understand and love crafts. If I look at the quantity of people that have entered pen collecting in the last 18 months, it's just incredible. Honestly, we worked for it, but I would have never imagined that we would be here and we would have the collectors that we have right now at Style of Zug, but on the market in general, from what I hear from other retailers. So the more the communication is gonna grow, the more the awareness is gonna grow, the more people will enter this game and the more people will want specific pieces. And I'm about to show you pens that are limited between 99 and 811 pieces in the whole world. So imagine, what is 99 pieces? What is 800 pieces when Porsche or Patek does 3 times as many pieces for way more expensive products? That really shows you the incredible potential that this industry has. And that's of course confirmed by collectors and business people who have entered the game and really understand where we're headed. But now let's go over and discover these incredible 5 pieces together. So we start with the Sailor Mono no Avare. This is a Europe exclusive, 100 pieces in the world. It's a Tamenuri, specifically Tame-Sukashi technique. Has this beautiful shadings of blue and green, and it almost looks like mother of pearl. What's special with Tamenuri is that the color underneath comes out with the time, so it's a piece that lives with its owner. And given to the fact that it is a limited edition of only 100 pieces, Europe exclusive, it took pretty much 2 months and it was completely sold out. So this is a piece that you can invest in, but you can also use it, and there's always going to be someone who's going to look after it because it's just a very special and beautiful, good looking pen. Then we move over to the Graf from Faber-Castell pen of the year. It's the Ottoman culture, this beautiful shade of blue with this very nice guilloche. This is one of the most limited pen of the year ever made. We're talking about a total of 400 pieces, 325 fountain pens, 75 rollerballs, gonna be sold out very, very fast, and definitely gonna be one of the most requested pieces given the very low amount of pieces that they've done. Also consider the fact that it's the first very colorful piece. It's one that really catch the market in a very specific way. Then we move over to a real work of art. This is a limited edition of only 99 pieces in the world. It's the Namiki Emperor Manekineko, inspired to that iconic Japanese cat that moves its arm. Just look at the details of this pen. Incredible craftsmanship, incredible technique, such a beautiful piece. We move over to a Montblanc that I think is highly under the radar, but has such an amazing potential. It's the Around the World in 80 Days. It's the limited edition of 811 pieces in the world. Why do I think this one has a huge potential? Because it's priced around 9,000 Swiss francs, and it has this beautiful wooden barrel with all the engravings. The metal trims are in 925 solid sterling silver, and on the side you have this golden element with the elephant engraved on it, which is in 18 karat solid. So you have a lot of solid precious material on a piece that is limited to only 811 pieces in a price range that is still very much acceptable for what you're getting here from Montblanc. So an absolute stunner, and definitely one that I suggest considering if you're looking to put your money on a writing instrument that is both special, beautiful, but also will hold its value over time. And last is one of the latest releases that we have here. We're talking about the Pelikan Maki-E Goldfish. You know that goldfishes are a recurring theme when it comes to Japanese pens. You can find it on Namiki, you can find it on Nakaya, and now Pelikan on its M1000 has released this beautiful Maki-E pen with the goldfishes. You have bubbles that are in Raden, so it's, you know, when you turn it, you have this beautiful shadings of the abalone and the mother of pearl. This is truly an incredible piece. I think that it's also way too inexpensive for what you're getting. 123 pieces in the world. So definitely a piece that if you have in the collection, you're a lucky person. Good fellas, let me know down in the comments if you've had pens that acquired value over time. I repeat, that's not the reason why we're collecting pens. That's not the reason why we love pens. But we also have to be honest with ourselves. Everyone that buys luxury goods is buying luxury goods also with the idea that they want it to keep a certain kind of value. So it's something that the brands and that we as retailer have to be very careful about. Also over time, so you'll have the chance to sell your collection or to trade certain pieces for new pieces that are coming in, and this whole beautiful ecosystem becomes so enjoyable to live for each single one of us. Thanks for watching. Can't wait to read from all of you down in the comments. Don't forget that together we are changing the game.